Hey, this is Scott from Cloak.
I'm Billy C. Robinson.
And I'm Max.
Let's start from the beginning. Can you explain a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, we came to be in 2013 and really sort of got it going in 2015 out of the necessity of doing something that had substance and people can return to, because there was a major lack of that at the time. And here we are now. We formed like any other band, but just with a bigger goal in mind.
Well, I came in a little later. They had been around for a few years before I joined the band. I joined about a year ago and was commuting down to Atlanta from Chattanooga, Tennessee to do it, and then just moved there recently to do it full time. So, and here we are. I'm stoked to be here.
Looks like you guys have a few tours planned for this year. How do you think fans will react to your shows?
Yeah, well, we're about to tour with Uada and Wormwitch basically the rest of this month. And today we started in Philly. It was, I think, a sold-out show, or at least nearly sold out, so you could say it was off to a good start. After that, we're touring with Chemists half of July, and we'll see how that goes. I think it should be really good. It's a good match. You know, unique bands on both ends. So
once the touring wraps up, do you guys have any plans on recording new music?
We actually just finished recording the second full-length record like 2 days ago, right before we left. So we're going to be hearing mixes hopefully pretty soon on that. Get it mastered. Hopefully to where we can release it this year, but if not this year, then early next year. So we've already done it, basically.
You've already done it. How has the scene changed in Georgia over the years?
The Atlanta metal scene has always been strong. It really started going to where, you know, a lot of bands were forming and in a serious way around 2009 or 10. And we had some venues that were hosting just off-the-wall shows, and bands like Mangled, Disfigurement. Hellgoat has been around, you know, forever in Atlanta. Vimir, Sadistic Ritual. There's tons of good bands from there. I think people sort of overlooked it for a little bit, but now I think they're starting to notice. Cloak is sort of different within that Atlanta metal scene. I wouldn't say we're influenced by really any of the bands there or really care to be, but I think that's the magic of the Atlanta scene, is every band is doing a different thing. There's black metal bands, there's death metal bands, there's old school thrash metal, and then there's whatever we do.
Can you talk more about your engaging sound? We've heard black metal to thrash.
You know, it's hard to say. That's why music is magic. It comes from something else, in my opinion. But on a more, I guess, in a more mundane way to describe it, we listen to tons of stuff, and we're not afraid to throw in those influences. Anything from a band like The Mission to a band like Accept or Iron Maiden or Danzig. I mean, we just love hard rock and metal and punk. I mean, I came from a punk background, so there's a little bit of that in there, I think, in our show. Putting on a fierce show has always been in my blood, and probably in in the blood of all of us. So I think it's extremely important to do that.
Since we're getting rained on, is there anything else you would like to say or add?
No, I mean, like we said, I think we're starting to pick up the touring for the Venomous album. You know, we didn't get as much touring as we wanted to last year, sort of when it was coming out. We did some stuff here and there, but I think now we're just really hitting the ground running. So we're finishing that up, and then we're just going to go right into the new album. And the new album to us is better in every way, and I think the fans will think the same.
What made you guys not be able to tour last year?
Just logistical stuff like everything else. And, you know, we weren't accepting every tour that came our way either. But, you know, good things opened up for us in 2019, so we just decided to go for it.
Very cool.
All right, it was great talking to you, M.I Crowley.
It was great speaking to you guys, and that was Scott, Billy, and Max of Cloak. I urge all of you to see them perform live. Until next time, I am M.I Crowley, signing off.